Welcome to Think Big with Dan and Qasim. Join hosts Dan Melnick and Qasim Masood as they explore big ideas, limitless possibilities, and engage with visionaries, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders who dare to dream big, get inspired, motivated, and find practical tips for personal growth. Think big, dream bigger, and ignite your potential.
Welcome to the Think Big with Dan and Qasim. Today, our guest is Clifton. Clifton, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So, Clifton, can you let us know where you live and what you do?
Yeah, I'm based in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm the founder of Legacy Builder, which is a content partner for founders, executives, agency owners. And we basically deploy full content teams that build out personal brand flywheels, X, LinkedIn, short form video, and newsletter for our clients.
Awesome. So, can you guide us a little bit more about it? Like, who are your clients, or maybe who are your ideal clients?
Yeah, most of our clients are 7-8-figure founders, people running multi-7-figure agencies, pre and post-exit entrepreneurs, SaaS founders, anybody in a series raise. And what we do for them is basically we're in an economy where trust is at an all-time premium. With the advances in AI and all these other things, the market is getting truly competitive. And so we position them as the authority in their space through daily posting of content, building out email lists so they can speak directly to their audience, short form podcasts just like this one so that we can get them on camera where they can build even more trust. And we do that with a full team, writers, strategists, content designers, video editors, a newsletter specialist. And we take all the things that we've learned from these platforms and from building personal brands, and we give our clients a huge competitive advantage by putting them into our system that we've created over the last 4 years. And so they don't go from 0 to 1. They basically go from 0 to 100 because we can take them, write all this amazing content, design it, position them in a way, optimize all their profiles, and get them the attention they need to leverage for future opportunity.
All right. So, that makes sense. So, obviously, a few companies start from zero, few companies stand on one in very early time as well. Obviously, you are like, this is my understanding, you are welcoming all of them who are on 0 or on 1 or on 10, right? So obviously there will be some difference between these companies. You must be handling them in different ways. But I want to ask you, like, getting the company on 1 from 0 to 1, mostly this is perceived that this is more difficult than to move from 0 to 10 or even 0 to 100. I'm not 1 to 100. I'm not sure about it. How you scale them 0 to 100, but yeah. So 0 to 1 is the most difficult step. How you manage this thing? Because obviously in this case there will be education involved. There will be structural changes. But I want to know from your side, like, what are the changes that will bring you from 0 to 1?
Yeah, I think it goes from being inconsistent to consistent. I think building a personal brand, the number one thing is consistency across time. And so what we do is we bring accountability and consistency to our clients. So we're posting daily for them. We're holding them accountable to giving us ideas to create content, getting on video to talk about the problem they solve, telling the stories that got them there. So I think it really comes down 0 to 1 is how can I start getting consistent online, building my personal brand. Then 1 to 100 is how do I take the information that I'm getting and continue to iterate and improve on the things that I'm talking about. And so the internet is full of people, but it's not full of people that are actually creating content consistently. And so when you take a client, a founder, an agency owner, a multi-stage entrepreneur, and you start creating content consistently, it puts them into like this upper echelon of founders and business people where they're actually controlling their own narrative and they have a microphone to comment on public forums, right? Things that are going on both in their business vertical, but also things that are going on in the world and things that are going on that are affecting the people they're trying to serve.
Well said. So I believe you have already shared the secret sauce from coming 0 to 1. Yeah. But still, I believe this is one of the hardest thing. I'm not sure if you agree with me, but yeah, being consistent is one of the biggest thing in the world of entrepreneurship. All right, so Clifton, I'm sure like you are doing pretty well for your customers, but are you running the marketing for your own company as well? Just like you said, you do have a complete team that is working on it, but I want to know more about it. Like how you are doing this? You are doing a lot of digital marketing and offline marketing as well? Or do you think offline marketing is beneficial for you or not?
Yeah, we grew to multi seven figures on the back of organic content. And I think organic content is the foundation of all other marketing efforts within a business. It lowers your customer acquisition costs, it gains more visibility and trust, and it leads to higher conversion rates on paid traffic. And so we still run our own content marketing here with our personal brand and everything like that. But we've also started to dabble in cold email, paid advertisement, different things like that. But what we're seeing is we're converting at a higher level on the paid traffic because we have a strong foothold from an organic standpoint. And so I think it's really important to understand that it's not, a lot of people treat it like an either or, like, oh, I'll do paid advertisement or I'll do organic content marketing. But I think the real businesses that are going to succeed over the next decade are going to do all of it really well. And they understand that organic content marketing is the foundation for all other marketing activities that they're going to try.
Makes sense, but I believe this is a normal conception in the market. In fact, I also think in this way that organic is pretty more difficult than the paid marketing. But still, there is a positive point that let's say if you are investing 5,000 a month on paid campaigns, maybe if you 4,000 in your organic side, there's a possibility that you can get better interaction. But still, like, can you guide me how this organic is better than the paid campaigns? But I'm not sure. Still, I'm not sure if this is quicker than paid campaigns or not, because I still think paid campaigns are more quick and fast.
I think what we get into traps like what's better, what's faster, what's quicker, especially as founders, right? We're like, oh, I want to make money as fast as possible, as quick as possible, as easy as possible. I think people should start seeing organic content as SEO. It's not something where it's a slot machine where you put a quarter in, you pull the handle, but what's going to happen is the more times you play, just like a slot machine, there's a jackpot on the other end, right? And so when I think about organic marketing, it's not, is it better than this? Is it not better than that? What it is better than is the absence of organic marketing. Because when you start paying into these channels like Google and Meta and YouTube and all these things of like, oh, I put $5 in, I get a 10 ROAS, I make this. It's great. But if you ever turn that off and you don't have that money, you have nothing. And so with organic, what you can do is you can control that narrative and you can start signing people and lowering your customer acquisition costs because you have that steady drumbeat of organic going on top of your paid traffic. Organic is a long tail game that will only continue to compound over time. Whereas paid is paid. And when it's good, it's good. And when it's not. Organic content tends to compound when done correctly over years. And I always tell our clients and anybody I'm working with, organic content is not a 3-month game. It's not.
Everybody is looking for results at least in 3 months.
Well, we'll test it for 3 months and see what happens. I'm like, well, then you might as well not even test it. I've been posting every day for almost 4 years. And every year I've been making more and more money in absence of paid advertisement. Now I'm doing paid advertisement because just like we talked about earlier, 0 to 1 and 1 to 10 and 10 to 100, there's a lot of different levers you have to pull to scale in a way that you want to. And I have a lot of companies that scale through paid advertisement. And now they're coming to us because they're like, oh, I'm tired of paying ads all the time, And now we're trying to work our way back. And I tell people, if you would have started on day one building an organic content marketing channel, just imagine where you would be today in year 1 and year 3 and year 5 of a business. You just are getting to control that narrative and that traffic. And organic content is a great way to test messaging, because if it works with organic, you can start using paid traffic towards that organic message. And so now you have a testing ground for your paid traffic copywriting.
Makes sense. So let's talk about a myth. I'm not sure if this is a myth or not, but I have observed some people said that they tried paid campaigns, especially on social media, especially on YouTube. And after running some paid campaigns, when they were running the paid campaigns at that time, they got some interaction, good interaction. Once the paid campaign, once they stop the paid campaigns, after this, their organic traffic is slowed down. So, is there anything in it? Is it a myth, or what do you think about it?
I like to tell stories to explain points.
Go for
So I'm
it.
going to tell a quick story. I like working out. I love it. I work out as much as I can with 3 kids at home. But
Awesome.
I know a lot of guys that take performance enhancing drugs, right? And so they're going to the gym and they're taking a tren or steroids or something to get really strong, right? Really fast. And then what they find is when they stop taking the supplements, not only do they get weaker, but their workouts aren't as productive, right?
True.
Same thing. If working out is organic and steroids is paid advertisement, you have to realize that over time, if you turn off paid, your workout's going to suffer. If you don't work out, it doesn't matter how much steroids you take, you're not going to get stronger. And so it's this infinite game that you have to get your mind around, because we all want to make money quick. We all have the same, like, I want to make money quick. I want to make a lot of it, different things like that. But what we really want is a sustainable way to grow our business and our lives for a elongated period of time, right? When you really drill down on what humans want, especially from a founder and business level, they just want a sustainable business that isn't going to die, and they either want to run it for an extended time or they want to sell it, right? And so you have to change your mindset around. So many people jump between marketing methods. They're like, oh, I'm going to try cold email. Oh, cold email didn't work. Oh, I'm going to try paid ads. Oh, paid ads didn't work. Oh, content. Well, then you find out the common denominator is you don't have the longevity that it takes and the endurance that it takes for these marketing channels to work. And until you change your mindset, you're going to be on this hamster wheel constantly testing out marketing, where you should just say, okay, here's what I do, and I'm going to continue to do it until I figure it out. Now, I'm not saying just bet your entire life and lose money on things that aren't working. But what I'm saying is you have to extend your time horizon, or you're going to continue on the hamster wheel of just trying, burning.
Wow, Clifton, you expressed it in a great way. I got it. Thank you so much. Awesome.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Clifton, can you let us know a little bit about your challenges? Because I'm sure you must have faced challenges. You must be even facing challenges. Every entrepreneur faces challenges. Every day there's a new challenge. So, if you can share one interesting challenge with us and let us know how you were able to cope up with that challenge.
I think the biggest challenge I've been building this business for almost 4 years now. I think it's just mindset and being tempered towards the fluctuations of a business, right? Because within a day span, you could feel like you're on top of the world, and you could feel like you're completely failing and your business is dying. And I say this word a lot. I want to be tempered in the things that I do. Whether something great happens or something terrible happens, I want to realize that I'm going to get through it. I'm going to find a way. And so I think the biggest challenge is just making sure that I'm mentally ready for the challenges that the day brings. And that looks different for different people, but I try not to get too high or too low in business, because I realize that it's very cyclical and you can only control what you can control. And so optimizing your inputs, figuring out what you have to do that day to move, and realizing that winning is a culmination of many points done well over time. It's usually not down to a singular decision. So that's the biggest challenge is just mindset and being locked in and longevity of it all.
Awesome. Well, that's great. Awesome. So, Tipton, in terms of your goals, what you are looking for in next 6 months, because there's a possibility that you might have some changing goals time to time, maybe every month, maybe every year. But is there anything tangible that you are going to achieve within next 6 months?
Yeah, absolutely. We want to be the go-to in the personal branding space for founders, executives, and agency owners. And so what we're doing in response to AI is not, a lot of people are just trying to be, they're just being like the AI, well, I'm AI everything, right? I heard somebody say the other day, if you started selling AI toothpaste, you'd raise $1 billion in a day. Right? It's just insane. But what we're doing is we have our tried and true methods and our methodology towards creating content and creating authorities from a personal branding standpoint. And our task isn't to jump on every AI like fanboy train that's available, because there's a million of them. What we're doing is saying, how can we take our methodology, and as new things come to light with AI, how can we best prepare ourselves and the people that have trusted us to work with them to take advantage of the things that AI are doing? Perfect example. Instagram right now is doing an update within the next month where it will automatically get indexed into GPT models like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Gemini. So our goal is, okay, let's get our people on Instagram so they get indexed into these models. And I think a lot of people are trying to grab as much money as possible from AI, and their business models are going to be obsolete in the next 6 to 12 months. And my goal is, no matter whether it's AI or aliens come in a couple years or whatever the heck it is, right? Like, I want our business model to be able to withstand any change in the market. And so that's what I'm focused on: long-lasting, sustainable business models and personal brands that can go with the flow in a changing environment like we're in right now, because things are happening by the hour.
Yeah.
I mean, it's there's new AI models coming out. There's new startups coming out. Everybody's putting an AI wrapper around ChatGPT and selling it for $10 a month right now. So like, we have to be able to see through the BS. And we have to educate our clients and be a stabilizing force in what they're doing. And so I want to be the go-to content partner for founders. And the reason isn't because we write amazing content or we're a great team, but because even though we do all that, they trust us to navigate the uncertainty that is the online space right now. And we have to, it all comes back to first principles thinking of how do we delineate what's an opportunity and what's a shiny object.
That's great. That's great. Awesome. So, Clifton, at the end, can you please give us the biggest piece of advice for our viewers who are mostly entrepreneurs and the ones who are planning to be their own boss?
Just don't die. That's all entrepreneurship is. Just don't die.
Concise and perfect advice. That's great. Well, awesome. Clifton, it was really nice talking to you, and hopefully we will stay in touch. But before we hop off, can you please let our viewers how they can reach you if someone wants to? You can share your website or social media handles, whatever you want to share.
If you Google Clifton Sellers, you'll find everything about me, all my social media handles. Our business is legacybuilder.co. So anytime you want to talk to us, just go to the website, book a call, and our team will help you. I'm excited about it. Build your personal brand. Whether you hire me or not, please start posting online because it will change your entire life.
Exactly. Well, Clifton, I really enjoyed the conversation. In fact, I think because of time, we will have to wrap it up over there. But I think still there is a lot that I think you can share with us. And again, thanks for sharing valuable insights with us. I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
So nice of you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.